Now, looking on V100 here, we realized that the market rallied back into premium, certain areas of premium. Okay, that's the first thing I want to understand. I want to understand where the market is actually coming from. The market what came out from the areas of supply, which is also known as premium, gave us a little break right into this external liquidity. Now, notice how the market broke structure. I can't actually see the previous data around here. Okay, so the market gave us a little break of a structure without enough energy, which simply means having this, we might actually want to see the market around this perspective into the main internal structure. Now, why is that? Why is we going to see the market around here, which is primary point of interest? See, the market would have done this this continuation, right, after the break of the structure. But since the market did not give us that enough break of a structure, right, that is the BOS looks weak. So the market will rally back into this perspective. Anything above here is a break to continue to the upside. You see, as we used to say, the first thing you need to understand is that the market can do anything, but the one thing you need to stay on is on making sure that what you rely only on the strategy you are using. Okay, so we have a quick break of a structure on the 8 hours time frame. Okay, and the market has to return back into primary point of interest. Why? Because the market did not give us enough break to the downside. This is 8 hours precisely. Now, if you look at after this break, I think one time, if I'm not mistaken, one of the sessions, I talked about the market after a break rallying back any of these POIs marked and successfully used this to break structure as our main target was specifically this external liquidity on the downside. Now, the market gave us enough, it showed us intent by breaking this high. Remember, according to what we've always discussed, we don't expect the market to raid the high because that's a major. Now, notice how the market rallied back to primary point of interest. Watch this. Where's the first break of the structure or first intent? This happens to be the first intent. Am I right? Am I right? Are we really
Yes,
together?
yes,
So
yes,
the
yes.
first intent,
Sorry, I've not gotten to this part, so I can't see.
okay. So the market gave us a quick break of the structure, gave us first intent, gave us the inducement after that is then indicated this as after breaking this. You see, the same case scenario that happened here, where the market gave us a little break of the structure. Yeah, there was a little break of the structure.
Broke
We'll have the
there.
same case scenario around here. Yeah, that's the same thing we're going to having. That's the same exact thing that occurred from the pullback. The market gave us a break of a structure little, but returned back to primary point of interest quickly, right? But giving us series of minor structures into the first intent. Now we had that break of a structure here and gave us this. Good. So now after realizing that we have this, note this. You see the distance. Look at the momentum, the energy the market give to what giving us first intent here. This is our first intent, right? And that is after taking this inducement, we have first intent. We gave us break of structure impulsively, right? Enough energy. So the market haven't gotten enough strength yet to rally back into this perspective, which is our first intent. So if there's any area I'll be looking forward to as our inducement to be this, okay? Now, a break of the structure, you see this range, this range, this range. So based on all we've looked at, we have a POI around here, so which I'm not expected to name, but as we continue to proceed. Now, the market gave us a break of structure. Now, where's the low that formed after this BOS? It's this. This is the BOS. This is the low that formed after the break of structure. You see, now we now expect the market to raid this low. Then before we continue but be it as it may, the market has given us a break of a structure, rallied into a little bit. Now the question now will be: is the market going to be ready to use this perspective to rally back to take this external? But you see, on the other hand, I as a trader will always look at the perspective that I need to trade based on the exact trend of the market and not opposite. So, but if I actually get, or if we get what we call series of majors to continue, then fine. So this 8 hours time frame, right? Remember, I've labeled out one of the first things I want to see. The market has given me intent here, broken the high. We don't expect the market to read. That's good enough. Now, secondly, the market rallied back to what primary inducement, swept it completely, gave us first intent and rallied. And I specifically stated that this break of a structure happened impulsively, right? Happened impulsively, leaving series of imbalances for the market to come back to fill. And if you notice carefully here, the market also have this certain liquidity below in price, which certainly in the market, we should be ready soon enough for the market to what come back, sweep this, and due to this, you might not actually be able to really return back here. Okay, if the market rallies back to this POI and reacts from it, to start selling aggressively, it will react from this POI, give us a certain move before blowing this low. Okay, but the market gives us a very quick entry confirmation to rally back into this. You might actually be seeing price into a little bit range, at least 50%. Let me mark it, at least 50%. Yeah, so that is below this. This 50%, so below. We might actually be seeing around here to continue due to this distance that occurred in price. Okay, but if the market rallies immediately into this POI, we will only come back here to react then before breaking. So I will continue. This is 8 hours time frame. Please, I hope I'm not too fast.
No, you're not. You're not.
Okay. So we move to the next thing. So let's do our thorough investigation to us, knowing why the market is actually reacting from this perspective. Since the market reacted from here, the next thing I want to see is that, okay, are there certain confirmations where I can use that is maybe just to continue to the upside? Okay, so now first 8 hours time frame, we move over to the 4-hour time frame. Remember, take note, whatever analysis you're doing, take note of the liquidity first in the marketplace, okay? Like I said, there are certain imbalances for the market to come back to fill. Now, the next item on our list is that we consider this area. So let's assume that this certain area doesn't exist, okay? That is down below here. In our journal, we already know that there are certain imbalances in the market. Now, I am not concerned about what the market has not done yet. I'm concerned about what the market is doing currently, okay? And that is currently or what the market has not done yet. So my concern is what the market is doing currently. So now, first thing first is
thank you.
First thing first is that I'm having the market giving us a break of a structure. Remember,
Sorry, please, can you mute your mic?
I still have certain imbalances. Around. I'm coming. We still have certain imbalances, a break of the structure, certain imbalances below the marketplace, and this liquidity the market will have to come back to read. Okay. Now, if I want to denote by going to the lower time frame, you will realize that there's a low around there that occurred where the market had to sweep, and we're having this area as a break to confirm a break of the structure, confirm this as a major. So if there's any area the market will have to react from as a POI will be from this base candle. Okay, we call this a base candle. Now, so many persons will call it another block, but we have reasons why we call it a base candle. So a base candle, the market has, if you watch carefully, the market hasn't reacted, right? Hasn't reacted from the base candle. So the next question we want to ask on our list is the market really going to come back into this? See, the market has given us, that's showing us a little bit of impulsiveness, right, to the upside on the 4-hour time frame. And we have this certain liquidity the market has to hold on. So it has this liquidity below the marketplace where we need to be extremely careful. Now remember, we have this low that formed after, which is this, right? We have this low that formed after. The market has successfully, I repeat, the market has successfully swept it completely. Now, I won't want to dive to the lower time frame to confirm if I'm going to be having this as a major to probably see it to be somewhere reasonable enough to continue a buy case scenario. Now, that is 4-hour time frame. We move over to the 1-hour time frame. I said we want to do thorough investigations. Please help me mute yourself. Now, you see, first thing first, we need to denote noting that what that the market has not reacted from the base candle, which the market was supposed to react from. Remember, I said that what that there is a low on the lower time frame, and I did not need to rally to the lower time before I know that that is a low on the lower time frame. You can see an inducement, the market swept, gave us a break of a structure to confirm this. We had impulsiveness before this break, that is the break occurred through impulsiveness, which I'll call in BOS. Now we have this low that formed. So the next question will be, can we have any of this area hold the market? You see, at the end of the day, we know that that this is a break of a structure here. We have this high did not rally back into POI properly, even if we wanted to do a continuation. Okay, so now first thing first, this is not reacted to. Good. Next thing is this is not a major low. So the case scenario of it where the market could raid it is possible. That is the market out of 100%. The market is capable of what? Of raiding this low. Possibly. Why? Because it's not a major, right? To continue to the downside. Now to continue to this POI. And please let's take note and take note carefully. Anything below this POI is a break to sweep this completely. Are we together? Are we together?
Yes, yes.
So now, left for me, there is certain areas or certain reasons I would want to consider this area, right? But you see, at the same time, this is liquidity. This area, I'm not talking of this. This is liquidity, right? Now, a break of a structure where the market might necessarily want to do a little bit of sweep to continue, but anything above this, you see, I'm going to differentiate it. This and this. Okay, this and this. Now, successfully, since I have gotten to realize that this is a major, this is liquidity, this is a major, this is liquidity. The market sweeps this completely and rallies back into this POI impulsively. Then we are raiding this. If we raid this, we are raiding the whole of this, okay, and confirms the continuation. So, left for me, there are two things I want to say. One is I am not seeing a major here, so we might either want to see the market. Take note, please. Sweep as a hunt, continue, or we do that certain continuations till this area is taken. I'm not saying this as something very strong to be to the market to give us a pullback. Okay, but take note, anything below this base candle, which is this base candle, we are seeking for this liquidity, and we'll have to wait for entry confirmation below these areas in the marketplace. Are we together?
Yes, sir.
So base count is all I want to see. Every other area has been mitigated. Even if I want to make an increase, right? Even if I want to do an increase on this 1 hour time frame, I'll take it into this POI, right? Then give us this. Something like this. That's all.